Francis Jordan, filled with the fire of the Holy Spirit.
Intercede for us.
Francis Jordan, founder of the Salvatorians.
Intercede for us.
Francis Jordan, Yoni.
I pray in a variety of ways, and I love the richness of our tradition in that way. But I have to say my favorite form of praying is like what I'm doing now, is conversing with God.
I usually just sit on a cushion and I'm very quiet, just meditate. Very simple.
What I really like and what is very important to me is praying with the community. And from my years in parish work, praying with the parish community is very important for me.
It was a feeling that what I'd been searching for spiritually had finally been matched. And with open arms. It was comfort.
I asked them to create a profile of what they would expect a perpetually professed member to be. They put a lot of emphasis on community life. They put a lot of emphasis on prayer together. And they see our whole role as members of a community as being of a support, very real support to one another in the ministry. So much so that they don't want to live without those things.
The prophetic role of religious life, and especially of us Salvatorians, is to identify areas of social injustice, both within our American society and other places in the world, and address some of these problems in such a way that we bring people's attention to it and can make a difference.
Love getting up early in the morning because at that early hour there's no distractions whatsoever, and I can spend some time in prayer and reading, and I usually read the readings for the day and develop what I'm going to say at the masses that I'm going to have for that day. And through that I'm able to also pray for myself and how I fit in the midst of all of that.
A brother for me is a person who has this apostolic seal to do ministry, whatever he's called to, depending upon the gifts of the person and the needs of the church or of the society.
I'm not only thinking about the sisters, I'm thinking every day about the implications of what we do on all three branches of the family. I don't serve the sisters alone, I serve the family.
Our formation program has three main steps. The first is a candidate. A candidate lives in community and participates in Salvatorian life. Then as a novice, you spend time in prayer and reflection, especially preparing for profession of vows as a Salvatorian. And then our third stage is temporary vows. And during that time, you will be engaged in studies and further reflection on who we are as Salvatorians, preparing you for life in service as a Salvatorian.
You don't have to have a long history with a particular religious community. You know, more and more people are joining communities simply by getting to know a few via the directories and some short visits, and then they begin to discern a longer process with one or two communities. So I just encourage people, even if they don't know a lot of religious communities, just start checking them out, and things will become clearer as you go along. So I just opened up a directory, got the phone number of the vocation director, and gave him a call. And 10 years later, I'm still in the community.
Adaptable to different situations. They can go into different fields, and they have no precise or specific task or ministry. It's a wide open field as to what you want to do.
Open-minded, communal in many ways, even though many of us live by ourselves, nonetheless, that we have connection with the community.
Hospitality, enthusiasm, and giftedness.
Yours are the hands, yours are the feet, yours are